हरिदास ठाकुर नमाज हरिदास ठाकुर जी की जय। जय रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ जीव गोपाल भट्ट दास रघुन सर्व प्रभु की जय। राय रमानंद सर्वतमदे अंतरंग भक्तबिंद की जय। रूपानुभूत रूपानुगुरु पुरुष पुरुषोत्तम धाम की जय। जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा सुदर्शन चक्र जी गंभीरा मंदिर गुंडीचा मंदिर। हरिदास ठाकुर ये समाधि मंदिर सिद्ध उल्टोटा कविनाथ खिलचोटा कविनाथ नील महादेव शिला पौपदा विवास्तरी की जय। पौपदा विवास्तरी की जय। आकर्मण आकर्मण मूल समग्र माया समग्र पुरुषोत्तम धाम नीलाचल धाम की जय। जय श्री मायापुर धाम नवद्वीप धाम की जय। गंगा जी की जमुना जी की सरस्वती जी की भक्ति देवी इंद्र देवी की नित्यासुर शिवा संगन की जय। अद्वैत भवन की मुरारी गुप्त शिवाट नंदनाचार्य भवन चंद्रशेखर राज्य गौदरंग श्रीधरंग शिवासंगम जगवीर श्री मंदिर श्रीमन महाप्रभु अभिवास्तुरी की जय। जगवीर श्री मंदिर श्रीमन महाप्रभु अभिवास्तु आकर्मण मूल मठ सवित समस्त विग्रह के नित्य राष्ट्र शिवासंगम की अद्वैत भवन की मुरारी गुप्त शिवाट नंदनाचार्य भवन चंद्रशेखर राज्य गौदरंग श्रीधरंग शिवासंगम जी की जगवीर श्री मंदिर श्रीमन महाप्रभु अभिवास्त तत्व सेवित विग्रहगण की जय। आकर्मण मूल मठ सेवित समस्त विग्रहगण की जय। नित्य राष्ट्र शिवासंगन सेवित विग्रहगण की है। नित्य राष्ट्र शिवासंगन सेवित विग्रहगण की है। ईश्वर दान की ईश्वर दानस्थ गुरुपाद पद मूल समाधि मंदिर की है। गुरुपाद पद प्रतिष्ठित श्री गोपीनाथ गौरी मठ की तत्व सेवित विग्रहगण किया। तत्व सेवित विग्रहगण किया। कर्म तत्व सेवित विग्रहगण की है। राधा गोपीनाथ गुरुगाता सिंह लक्ष्मी जगन्नाथ जी गोपेश्वर महादेव गोद्रुम कान गोद्रुमस्व सुरभिकुंज सुरभि इंद्र महाराज जी की जय। गोद्रुमस्व सानंद सुगोदा कुंज जी के सुलभ सच्चिदानंद भक्त ठाकुर भजन कुटी की जय। श्री ठाकुर पुष्प समाधि मंदिर की जय। ठाकुर सेवक कृष्णदास बाबा जी महाराज जी की जय। तदीय समाधि मंदिर की जय। श्री ठाकुर प्रतिष्ठित गौरवादा विग्रह जी की ठाकुर जय जय श्री गौर किशोर दास बाबा जी महाराज भजन कुटी की नंदीश्वर महादेव की नंदिया की बिंदा देवी की हरिहर क्षेत्र हरिहर भगवान जी की जय। सुवर्ण विहार क्षेत्र सुवर्ण सेन राजा सुवर्ण विहारी हरि की जय। हंसवान जी की जय। पंचनंतरा जी की जय। सर्वविघ्न विनाशनकारी भक्त विघ्न विनाशनकारी निशिंगदेव भगवान की प्रहलाद महाराज की जय। सपाश प्रहलाद महाराज सपाश निशिंगदेव भगवान की जय। सपाश प्रहलाद सपाश निशिंगदेव भगवान की जय। समग्र मायापुर धाम नवद्वीप धाम के दास मात्र वृंदावन धाम के श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिराज गौतम नंद कमजल प्रसन्ना किए। नयन स्वर पेन स्वर मान स्वर पवन स्वर कुंज स्वर चंद्र गंध मानस गंगा जी की दान घाटी जी की हरिदेव जी महाराज जी गोपेश्वर महादेव भूतेश्वर महादेव चकलेश्वर महादेव नंदेश्वर महादेव कामेश्वर महादेव दाजू महाराज राधा गोविंद गुरु नित्यानंद रासस्थली वंशीवार धीश्वर बस्तन घाट कालिया धोगी सेवा कुंज कुंज निधु भंजी राधा श्याम सुंदर राधा रमन राधा वल्लभ राधा कुलानंद राधा दामोदर लाल जी राधा रसिक लाल जी की राधा गोविंद मदन मोहन चुरासी मंडल जी की श्रीमद भागवत जी महापुराण जी गौरी शंकर जी के बिंदादेवी पूजनीय अवस्थित वैष्णव बिंदु की जय। जय श्री बृहद भागवतामृत जी की जय। श्री सनातन गोसाई पाद जी की जय। पूजनीय अवस्थित वैष्णव बिंदु की जय। अनंत गिरि वैष्णव बिंदु की जय। हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। हरिनाम प्रभु की जय। अनंत गिरि वैष्णव बिंदु की जय। गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि। Bande Guru Pada Dandam Bhakta Binda Samanitam Sri Chaitanya Prabhum Bande Nityananda Sahoditam Sri Nanda Nandana Bande Radhika Charanodayam Gopijano Samayuktam Bindavanam Manoharam Vanchakalpataruvasya Kripa Sindhu Bhavacha Patitanang Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namah Mukhaṁ Karoti Vācālaṁ Pangum Langhayatigirim Yat Kipatamahang Bande Paramanandamādhavam Vrindāvai Tulsidev Piya Vai Kesavasya Shna Bhakti Pade Devi Sattvatvai Namo Namaha Narayana Namaskritta Naranchaiva Narottama Deving Saraswating Vyasam Tato Jayo Mudire Sankirtane Krishna Kathopadesha Gauriya Patrasya Prakasanecha Sadhanurakta Guru Bhakti Yukta Bhakti Pramodaksha Jagodhara Deyam Sada Paribhavagnam Avishtaduham Tirthaspadam Siva Viranchanatam Saranyam Vetatiham Panotapal Bhavadiputam Bande Mahapurusate Charunarvindam Yat Pada Pallavanakachandamani Chataya Vispurajita Kamapikavodushadarshi Purnanuragara Sasagara Saramurti Saradhikamai Kada Kipam Karos Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Ajanulambita bhujau kanakabhadata Sankirtanoikapitaro kamalayatasya Vishambaro dijavaro jugodharmapalo Bande jagat priyakaro karunapataro Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Namami Gange Tava Pad Pankajam Surasurair Bandito Dibbarupam Bhuktin Chamuktin Chadada Sinitam Bhavanurupena Sada Naranam Ganga Taranga Ramaniya Jata Kalapam Gauri Nirantara Vigushi Tobam Bhagam Narayano Priyamanangamada Paharam Varanasi Purapati Vajavi Shanatam Bhagi Sajusho Badane Lakshmir Jasya Chabakshasi Jasyaste de Sambhit Tvam Shringamaham Bhaji Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Tadiyo Padapankajo Panjaranta Radhaiva me Vishatu Manaso Rajahansu Prana Prayana Samai Kaphavat Pritvai Kantavarodhano Vidho Bhajanam Kutoste Krishna Tadiyo Padapankajo Panjarantar Radhaiva me Vishatu Manaso Rajahansu Prana Prayana Samai Kaphavat Pritvai Kantavarodhano Vidho Bhajanam Kutoste Gauriya Goshtipati Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Prabhupada Paramahansa Jagadguru told, at any condition, at any situation, we should not stop our Hari Bhajan. We should continue our Hari Bhajan. Gauriya Goshtipati, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Prabhupada, Paramahansa Jagadguru told, at any situation, we should not stop our Hari Bhajan. We should continue our Hari Bhajan. At any condition, any situation, we should not stop our Hari Bhajan. Definitely so. Prabhupada told, if the whole world is inundated by flood water, still I can take Chaitanya Chaitamrita on my chest, I can go on floating, nothing lost. Common people cannot understand what Prabhupada wanted to say. If everything going away, all my dear and near one, all they are going to leave me, all my money, position, everything gone. Position means false position. Actual position means Vaishnavi Pratishtha. That cannot go. That I am not speaking about. So, if everything going away, everybody going away from me, if everything destroyed, we should try to do Krishna Bhajan instant, right now. Not 1 hour after, 1 minute after, right now. This moment. We should try our best to get the Kripa of Krishna. Age factor is not a big limit. A boy, a girl, an old man, young man, man or woman, no, nothing. Nothing. irrespective of all these things, everybody should try to do Hari Bhajan immediately, because time is going away from our life like wind. When we can go away from this world, there is no surety. Nishyasenaiva vishvaso kada ruddha bhavishvati kirtanyo ato balyad harennaiva kevalam. It is called glorification of Harinam, one stotra. There it is written. Nishyasenaiva vishvaso kada ruddha bhavishvati kirtanyo ato balyad harennaiva kevalam. There is no surety when I can stop taking oxygen. So immediately, now, we should start Hari Bhajan. Kulosekhar, the king, the great king, is crying in front of Krishna. He is praying unto the lotus feet of Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Tadyo padapankajo panjarantaradaiva me vishatu manusaraj hamsa. Immediately, hey Krishna, my mind can be compared with Rajhamsa, swan. Immediately I want to see my mind, I mean the swan, entering into a loveful cage of your lotus feet. Panjarantra means pravishta, panjar means actually cage. Here, actually Kobi actually why Kobi Karnapur going to say your Pado Pankajant? Because lotus feet is surely not, lotus feet of Krishna can never be compared with a cage. Then why the great king, devotee, is speaking? Krishna tadiyo padapankajo panjarantar Raddaiva me vishatu manaso rajahamso Prana prayana samaye kapavat pritvai Kanchavarodhano vidho bhajanam kutoste. Why the great king going to compare the lotus feet of Krishna as the cage? Because he don't like his mind go outside. It is loveful cage. There is no binding between husband and wife. There is no external binding between mother and son. But this is also one kind of case, binding, because we cannot see it. So, Kulosekhar purposely going to compare the lotus feet of Krishna with the cage and going to request so that the mind is compared with swan. My mind like to enter into the lotus feet, I mean the loveful cage, lotus feet, like lotus feet. Because from there, never the question of coming out can arise. From there, the lotus feet of Krishna, no question of coming out. So it is one kind of case, loveful warrior case. So, Kobi Karnapur, not Kobi Karnapur, actually, King Kulosekhar, going to write this way in Mukundamala Suttam. Today, I am not going to wait even a fraction of second. I cannot bear. I cannot bear even a fraction of second late. Immediately, my mind swan like my mind, I want my mind enter into a lotus feet. Because at the time of death, my voice can choked up with, cough, air, and biles, pitto, cough, bath, pitto. And I cannot speak properly. In that case, how I can remember you? Antime Narayana Sritihi. It is a scriptural injunction. But who can obey it? At the time of death, we should remember Bhagavan. That is the injunction of Shastra. Antime Narayana Sritihi. But how I can remember? Because at the time of death, my voice can choked up, and I cannot remember you. All problem by cough, vayu, air and pitta, biles, all, can make problem. I cannot remember. In that case, to remember you is not possible, so I request you. So this way, Prabhupada speaking, when we can leave our body no surety, so by the mercy of Guru Vaishnava, immediately instant we can start our Harivajan at any condition, at any situation in which we are put into. Time is life, Prabhupada speaking. We can do bhajan after, not that. Gopakumar is always interested to know all Siddhanta Vichar, all Tattva, always interested to serve Bhagavan all the time. Not waiting for anybody. Always trying. Every fraction of second, our lifespan, we are going to lose our life. Time and tide wait for none. Is going away. So when we can do Krishna Bhajan, that is the main problem. Bhaktivinoda Thakur writing in Kirtan, Jivana samapto kale koriba bhajan, ebe kori griho suk e katha nahi bole vigyajan, e deho patanunmukh. If we are going to lose the golden period of our bhajan, if we are going to lose our golden period of bhajan, young age, full energy, intellect, very fine intellect, everything, if we are going to lose our time, golden period, then we will have to burn ourselves. We will have to burn ourselves by the power of three modes of nature. Sadhu Sangha is a must. Without Sadhu Sangha, there is no alternative. Krishna Bhajan is our only duty. And by the association of appropriate Sadhu Sangha, we can realize it perfectly. Enjoyment or detachment, not so big factor. Not so big factor. Or we have to do bhajan to get Sarup Siddhi, under the guidance of Satsanga, Guru Vaishnava. If we can go on doing bhajan very sincerely, today or tomorrow, we can get Sarup Siddhi. We can get the qualification of Sarup Siddhi. Guru Vanagatta, under the guidance of Guru Vasman, guidance of Guru Maharaj, Guru Padma, gradually, previous karma phal, prapton karma phal, previous karma phal, can go finish and we can get Siddhi, Sarup Siddhi. Then, possible to get Sarup. Now, we are discussing all these points. we are discussing all these points. I mean, Gopakumar now going to speak. Gopakumar now going to speak all in details about his past experience in front of that Brahman, his disciple from Guwahati, that Brahman. Gopakumar going to speak about his history. What experience Gopakumar speaking? All experience. And now we come to this point. There is a big altercation, fighting going on between some, we already discussed this, and between some Nigudo Upanishad, previous week I was discussing, some fighting took place between some Puran or, Bahulo Upanishad Devyaho Sruti Rannita Uchu Reke Shaddo Asau Moksho Gyaneno Na Annatha. Many Upanishad, Devis, Shruti, Siti, they all together in one voice speaking that by Gyan, by the help of Gyan, one can get mukti. There is no other way. There is no other way to attain Moksharup, a Shadda Vastu. Moksharup is Shadda Vastu because it is not our Sadda. If somebody thinking Moksha is their Shadda Vastu, okay, well, for them it is the advice. They are speaking, many Upanishad Devi, Shruti, Sriti, all together, they are in one voice speaking, without Gyan, Mukti not possible. This is the only way. Mukti Prapti Ichha. So then I was very much interested to get Mukti, though I was habituated to serve Bhagavan, doing chanting Mani, Harinam, but I was in confusion, what is Mukti? So I wanted to ask them the way, I mean those Veda, Upanishad, Puran, they all are in there, in Brahmaloka, in personified form. I wanted to ask them the way, how we can get. So I wanted to ask them, Muktehe. What did it? Muktehe paramam utkarsham. Gopakumar speaking. Actually, Gopakumar, Gopakumar, after hearing all this glorification of Mukti, he wanted to get some knowledge about it. Muktehe paramamutkarsham durlabhancho nishammatano sarvo jnano punorapreksham tadupayam tadipsaya. After hearing all the glorification of this, I was very much interested to know about the rarity of Mukti and the glorification of Mukti. So, Brahmalokivasi, Sarvagya Murtidhari, Ved, Upanishad, they are there in personified form. I wanted to ask them. After that, this answer came, Bahulo Upanishad Devyaho Sruti Sritivir Annitaha Ruchu, they spoke, Ruchu Rekeno Shaddo Asho Makho Gyaneno Nanatha. Many Upanishad Devi, Shruti Siti, all together, they told that by the help of Gyan, one can get Mukti and no Moksha, and there is no alternative way except that. Out of that, I already told previous week, very, very clever in the sense, some Puran, Agam, Pancharatra, very clever in the sense, Clever in the sense they can guide me properly, exactly, to show that mukti, moksha is only possible by the backing of bhakti. That's why they're clever. Because I know, because we already know the definition of bhakti, you know now. We know the definition of bhakti. Kleshagni Shubhoda Moksha Logutakrit Sudurlava Chandrananda Visheshatma Shri Krishna Karsani Chosa. I already do many times. Kleshagni going to destroy all different kind of problem, burning condition, can finish. Shubhoda can give absolute mangal. Moksha, we can think moksha is useless in front of bhakti. The taste of bhakti is so much. I can come to the point. Sudurlava, very, very rare bhakti. Now Gopakumar heard about the reality of mukti, but gradually we can understand that in comparison to mukti, bhakti is infinity. Infinity. By infinity is much more important, tasty. We can come to the point. So, Gopakumar speaking, those who are clever Upanishad, very clever, they wanted to give answer, question. Question means some very clever Upanishad, Puran, Agam, they are very clever. Clever in the sense they can guide us perfectly. Perfectly, that's why. They have a thorough knowledge, complete Kipa Bhakti Devi. They can give us perfect guidance. Bhakti Devi, they can speak about Bhakti. They are always very expert to install Bhakti inside us. So, Kweshchit Uktam Sagam Bhirjam Puranair Ragamairapi Jannati Bhagavad Bhaktya Sukham Jnanam Sudurghatam. Out of that, Bhakti Pravritta Chatur, those Puran, Agam, Puran, Pancharatta, very expert. They are dealing with Bhakti. They are less interested about anything. They are very clever. With full gravity, they wanted to pass remark that, well, though just now many Upanishads and everything going to pass remark, without jnana, mukti is not possible, it is okay. They are speaking, it's okay. It is okay. But it is okay. But by the power of Bhagavad Bhakti, I mean by the power of Sarv Shakti, Bhagavad Bhakti is a Sarv Shakti Vitri. So, by the power of Sarv Shakti, Gyan is possible to get. Shukholabha. Try to understand. Not that without bhakti you can never get Gyan. Try to understand. Bhagavad Bhakti, by the power of Bhagavad Bhakti, that Gyan, by the power of that Bhagavad Bhakti, that very secret Gyan, very, very important Gyan, Jnanam paramam gujjanmi yad vijnana samannvitam, that Gyan. I mean, that Gyan related to personified Bhagavan. Without Bhagavad Bhakti, nobody can get success. Even Karma Yogi, Gyan Yogi, Rajguha Yogi, nobody never can get any result without the keep of the Bhagavad Bhakti. So, with full gravity, some very expert, very clever, Puran, Agam, Pancharatro with full gravity speaking, well, without jnana, moksha is not possible. I mean, by the help of jnana, one can get moksha. It's right. But still, you should remember, by the power of Bhagavad Bhakti, that particular knowledge, I mean that special knowledge, Sukhalabha, very easy. Sukhalabha means anayas, very easily, Sukhalabha hai. Without which you can never get jnana. I mean, the matured jnana, the very tasty jnana, the perfect jnana related to Bhagavan is only possible by the help of Bhakti Devi. No other way open. Queschit uktam sagam bhirjam puranai ragamairapi jannati bhagavad bhaktya sukham jnanam sudurghatam bhaktamam abhiyanati just chasmi tattvato, that sloka already. Bhaktya aham ekaya labhya, all jnanam paramam guhyam yad vijnanam samanitam, whatever knowledge. That knowledge is only available by the power of Bhakti Devi. Bhakti means seva. Mayadevi not Mayavadi never going to take shelter of Bhakti. They don't like to do seva. Mayavadi never like to get shelter of Bhakti Devi. That's why their knowledge is dry knowledge. Their knowledge is dry knowledge. They are acquiring. They are also acquiring knowledge. They are also getting knowledge. But that knowledge is useless. Dry knowledge. So, we should understand what is the Siddhanta Vichar. Sanatana Goswami going to, writing in Tika, after I can discuss, I already discussed in Gita, from Gita, different point. Queschit uktam sagam bhirjam puranai ragamai rapi jannate bhagavad bhaktya sukham jnanam sudurghatam. Sukham jnanam sudurghatam. Sudurghatam. I mean, that kind of perfect knowledge not at all possible to get. Sudurghatam. Almost impossible. Next to impossible. Sudurghatam. Sudurghatam. Not possible. So no other way open. Now, Kimba Anushchitaya Sammak Tayoibo Shulava Usti Sha Suti Sitinam Kasanchit Sanmatis Tatrulakshita. When those clever Puran, Agam, Pancharatri, they all together wanted to pass this kind of secret Siddhanta Vichar, then what happens? Then what happens? They are going to seek. If you cannot understand this Siddhanta, this clever Puran, Agam, they are going to speak Pancharatri. Well, there is another way, but that is surely not separate way. Same. But people think it is separate way. What is that? First Siddhanta, Queschit Uktam Sagam Bhirjam Puranai Ragamai Rapi Jannate Bhagavad Bhaktya Sukham Jnanam Sudurghatam. This is one way, it's okay. Another alternative way, but not at all alternative. It is same, but it looks separate. Kingba Anushchitaya Sammak Tayaivu Sulabhayastisa Suti Sitinam Kasanchit Sanmatis Tatralakshita. What speaking? it seems alternative, but if you go deep into the philosophy, you can see all the same. So, first of all, they say that if you are not, you are not going to take shelter of Bhakti Devi, you can never get moksha, gyan. I mean, you cannot gain moksha, because moksha is only available by the help of jnana. Previous sloka I already wrote. And that jnana, perfect moksha, the general conception of moksha in the Mayavadi Samaj, that is we are not going to accept. Actually, the meaning of moksha means to go out of pain and pleasure. Follow. Moksha means, I can come to the point, moksha actually means to go up to such a stage where beyond pain and pleasure. So pain and pleasure means somebody want to attain Brahmapada. They like to submerge in impersonal Brahma effulgence. Follow? It is one kind of suicidal squat, because that kind, moksha general meaning means to go out of pain and pleasure. Go out of the influence of pain and pleasure. So in general, those Mayavadi or other, those who are having wrong conception about moksha, they think, okay, if I go up to such a stage where I cannot remember in which situation I am, that's called very good situation, very tranquil, very nice situation, but not that actually, we can come. So, kingva anusthitaya sammak tayayivu sulabho yastisa Suti sitinam kasanchit sanmatistatra lakshitaha kingba nishkamattu. I can show you, it seems a separate alternative way, but not so. So, they are speaking, I mean those clever Puran, Agam, Pancharatra, they are still speaking. Kingba Nishkamatto Asangatvadi sadhu vihito bhakti anusthane. Try to understand. They are speaking alternative way, but it is actually not alternative, same. What is that? First point we say that without the help of bhakti, nobody never can get that kind of excellent knowledge relating to Bhagavan. To know the Sarupa of Bhagavan, to know everything about Brahma, this kind of jnana is impersonal Brahma, mean only chin matra anubhuti, only chit. You can get this kind of anubhuti, feeling that chin matra anubhuti, impersonal Brahma. But Brahma actually Parabrahma Bhagavan Sri Krishna. So, knowledge about Brahma, surely we can understand that Javanaham yatha bhava yat rupa guna karma kaha tathaiva vijnanamastutya madanugrah. Vijnanamastutya madanugrah. How I am, what is my intention, what I like to do, what is my sarup, what is my avoid, everything you can know. What is my desire, all you. So, Javanaham yatha bhava yad rupa guna karma kaha tathaiva tattva vijnanamastutya madanugrah. So, kingba anushchitaya sammak, kingba anushchitaya sammak tayoivo sulabha ostisha suti sitinam kasanchit sanmatis tatra lakshita. Niskamatto, no desire, no smell of desire, niskam. Only this condition, niskam. Asangatadi, association is the reason of bondage. Association is the reason of mukti. both. So, first of all, niskam, no desire, asangatvadi sadhubihito bhakti. Try to understand. Asangatvadi. Asanga means not to get the association of anything, anybody, anything of this material world. Asangatta means to go out of any material association. Asangatta doesn't mean I cannot get the association of sadhu. So, in third canto, I already discussed Sango jo sangsiter hetuhu, the association which is responsible for my bondage, Sango jo sangsiter hetuhu, asasya vihito dhiya. If I am going to do the association, gunagato jagat, gunamay jagat, those who are in material condition, father, mother, son, friend, material condition there. That's when I am going to take the association of this material association. It is called material association. So, it is written, Kingba Anushchitaya. Kingba Anushchitaya means, Kingba alternatively by the Anushtan. What do you mean by Anushtan? What kind of function? What kind of function or ceremony? What you mean? It is written by when you have become completely free of any desire, niskamatto, and if you can avoid if you can avoid completely asat sangyadi, asat sangatyagadi, asangatvadi, asanga means all material things, sato raja tama gun is the ocean of sato raja tama gun. All people, all animal, all everything. So their sango, material sango, if we can avoid, is very practical, very good. So, niskamatto, without any self-interest, niskamatto, asangatvadi, sadhu vihito, bhakti anusthana. So here also speaking the same, prescribed by sadhu, all prescribed by sadhu, not to go for material association, because there is the ocean of, is the ocean of the three modes of nature. Sattva-raja tamagun, ocean. Everybody is there in the ocean of the Sattva-raja tama. So, first of all, niskam, no desire, no smell of desire. Second point, asangatvadi, sango jo sangshitar hetu, asasya vihito dhiya, sa eva sadhusukataha nishangataya kalpate. Nishanga means material gun, avoid. Devoid of material, devoid of this, material association. So, sadhu vihito, all prescribed by sadhu, this kind of bhakti anushthan, bhakti, if you go on bhakti, then moksha is available. Try to understand. First point speaking, there's clever, Puran, Agam, Pancharatto with good gravity. Without the backing of Bhakti Devi, nobody can get this kind of pure knowledge, by the help of which you can attain moksha, path, by the help of Bhakti Devi, by the power. Gyan Sulabha, no other alternative. Or, alternatively we can say, there should not be any desire. If you are devoid of any desire, completely out of any self-interest, niskam bhav, or asangatvad, you are successful to avoid material association as prescribed by the sadhu to serve Bhagavan, Bhakti Anushthan, then moksha is available. Whenever those clever Shruti, Sriti, Agam, Puran, Pancharatro going to pass this kind of remark, then all other then all other Suti Siddhi, they wanted to confess, wanted to give consent, yes, this way. Because the wrong conception going on in Mayavadi Samaj or in general those who like to get moksha, they think we can submerge in Brahma and our feeling of pain and pleasure can go away. They think so, this way. I also discussed one sloka from Gita, you can, I already discussed previous week. So back, what I say, you should remember. Kingva anusthitaya sammak tayoibu sulabho yostisha shuti sitinam kasanchit sanmatis tatrarakshitaha. Some suti siti, some of them, they give consent, they agree on this point. Yet another group, bhaktam tasam bacho srutya krudhya swair rago sai swair ragamadivihi mahopanishadaha kaschid annamodantam tatsputam. Bhaktam means very clearly. Bhaktam means clearly, bhaktam tasam bacho srutya. After hearing this kind of clear Siddhanta Vichar from those expert, very clever Suti-Siti, Agam, Pancharatra, some Suti-Siti, they become very angry. They cannot accept this Siddhanta. Bhaktam tasam bacho asrutva krudhya svai ragamadivihi mahopo nishadaha kaschit annamodanta tatsputam. Those Shruti-Siti could not accept this Siddhanta openly. Follow. Those Maha, great Upanishad, Puran, Agam, they become angry with them. They become, because they could not, Shyam, Suti-Siti, they could not approve this Siddhanta, perfect Siddhanta. Shyam, Suti-Siti, they could not accept that without the help of bhakti, nobody can attain moksha. They couldn't accept. By watching this, all Maha, jaise Srimad Bhagavad Mahapuran, Mahaupanishad, Narayaniyam, or so many, follow. Gopal Tapani, all Maha Upanishad, or those who are following this Maha Upanishad, like those Upanishad, Maha Upanishad, and those who are following those Maha Upanishad, those are Agam Puran, all the together in one voice, they approve this Siddhanta. They approve this Siddhanta. Though some of Suti-Siti, they couldn't approve this point, but still, Maha Upanishad, or those who are the followers of Maha Upanishad, some Agam, Puran, Adi, all the together, they approve that moksha has to depend upon bhakti. Moksha hetutva anumodan korilen. They will have to depend upon bhakti. Follow. After that, what happened? Guru Upanishadaha Kaschit Queschit Guroir Mahagamai Shamam Mahapuranascho Tusim Asano Kritasmita. After that, some secret Upanishad very secret Upanishad, the Bhakti Par. They are going to unveil the mystery of Bhakti. This kind of some Upanishad like Narayaniyam or, Nishinga Upanishad, or so many Upanishads there. They, Guru Upanishad, Guru in the sense, they are always, expressing Siddhanta Vichar very secretly. I mean, those who are not enjoying full Kripa, they cannot understand. That's why some secret Bhakti Par Upanishad, or kono Guru Maha Agam, Sattot Siddhanto, Vaishnav Tantro, Srimad Bhagavad Mahapuran, they are smiling, they are very sorry, they are very sorry by watching the behavior of those, some Puran and Upanishad, because they couldn't approve the backing of bhakti for attaining mukti. So, what happens? After that, what happens? Very, very clever, some Upanishads are very secret. Siddhanta which are there, expressing. So, some Agam, Shattat Siddhanto, Vaishnav Tantro, Srimad Bhagavad Mahapuran, all they started smiling and they wanted to maintain silence. They didn't think it necessary to give answer. Follow. Gudo Upanishadaha kaschit queschit gudair mahagamai samam mahapuranescho tushim asana kritasmita. They kept silence by hearing this, because everybody cannot understand. In front of foolish, if we are going to express Siddhanta, they cannot understand. So better to keep silence. Guru Upanishadaha kaschit queschit guruir mahagamai samam mahapuranascha tusim asano kritasmita. After that one, all those secret Upanishads, those who are going to unveil the mystery of Bhakti Devi, together with them, Agam, Shattat Siddhanto, Vaishnav Tantro, Srimad Bhagavad Mahapuran, all they expressing smiling face, and they kept silence. They wanted to keep silence. Why? Moksho Anu Bhagavan Mantro Japamatram Susiddhati Naveti Queschit Amnayu Purana Divirulvanaha. Some of them speaking, well, moksha is available very easily. When if we can chant Harinam, Moksho Anu Bhagavat Mantro Moksho Anu Bhagavat Mantro Japamatrat Susiddhati Naveti Queschit Amnayo Purana Divirulvanaha. Some of them speaking, well, by chanting Bhagavad Mantra, moksha is very easy. Some of them, no, not possible. How possible? This way, Ved, Puran, Adi took one side, and Agamadi, they took one side. Both of them started fighting. Moksho Anu Bhagavan Mantro Moksho Anu Bhagavan Mantro Japa Matrat Susiddhati Naveti Queschit Amnayo Puranadivirulvanaha Agomanam Vivadu Abhut Agomanam Vivadu Abhut Tamasodvam Bahirgata Te Puran Agamaha Karnu Pidhayo Upanishad Yutaha. What speaking? Some of them speaking, moksha is only very easy to get by chanting some mantra of Bhagavan. Some of them, no, not so easy. You have to acquire knowledge. There are so many they are speaking, so many things they are speaking. Moksha, anu bhagavat mantro, japa matrat susiddhati. Moksha is available by doing some mantra japa of Bhagavan. Some of them, no beti Kwaishchit amnayo puranadi virulvana. So with Veda, this kind of fighting took place among them. But altercation. Somebody speaking something, somebody speaking something. So those who are Veda's secret Mahapuran, like Bhagavad Gita Mahapuran, Agam, Upanishad, they never want to, some Upanishad, some Agam, and very secret Siddhanta Vijay they are establishing, Mahapuran. They all wanted to avoid altercation because fighting cannot give solution. They wanted to stop altercation, so they couldn't bear mutual fighting. They couldn't bear mutual fighting between them, so they took decision to go away. So they took decision to go away from that hall, assembly. Moksho anu bhagavad mantro japa matra had susiddhati no beti, no beti questit amnayo purana dibhirulvana agomanam vivado abhut tamasodva bahirgata te puranagamaha karnu pidhayo upanishad jutaha. They all went out of the assembly. They couldn't bear this kind of wrong siddhanta, that bhakti without, they couldn't bear this kind of siddhanta. They couldn't bear this siddhanta because they wanted to fight among themselves. Some Ved, Puran, Agam, they started fighting with each other. They couldn't bear the dishonor of bhakti. They couldn't bear the dishonor of bhakti. So they wanted to go away from that place. Moksho anu bhagavad mantro japa matra had susiddhati no beti questit amnayo puranadi bhirulvanaha agomanam vivado abhut tamasodvaha bahirgataha te puranagamaha karnu pidhayo upanishad jutaha. With some Upanishad, those who are in favor of this perfect Siddhanta, that Bhakti Devi is all in all. Without the Kripa of Bhakti Devi not possible. They couldn't bear the fighting because some group wanted to establish that Bhakti not need. Some of them no, by Bhakti not possible. So hearing this, in honor of Bhakti Devi, they wanted to go out of that assembly. Tato Mahapurananam Mahupanishadam Tatha Madhastad Agamam tu Jayo Yato Mama Priyaha Tato tato mahapurananam, tato mahapurananam maho upanishadam tatha madhasthad agamantu jayo yato mama priyaha. After that, those Mahapuran or Mahapanishad, they wanted to find some solution of this fighting. Those big Mahapuran or Mahapanishad, they wanted to find some solution of this altercation among Puran and some other Upanishad. So they wanted to find some mutual solution. And after that, when they wanted to pass their verdict means instruction, final conclusion, finally, after hearing both sides, like one judge hearing both sides of pleader, after hearing everything on the basis of document and everything, they are going to pass remark. Here also, after hearing Anantar, Mahapuran, why? Because they have no right to transgress. They have no right to transgress their dignity. So Mahapuran, Bhagavad Mahapuran ki jai, Bhagavad Mahapuran, Maha-Upanishad, follow, Maha-Upanishad, like Koli Shantaruni Upanishad, Maha-Upanishad, because Harinam is there, we can get advice from there. So, some Mahapuran, Mahapanishad, they wanted to find amicable solution, mutual solution. So they wanted to find solution, and after thinking both sides, both their judgment, finally they wanted to declare the victory of Agam. Agam means the secret Agam. They like to establish Bhakti. They become winner. They wanted to establish the dignity of Bhakti Devi. So after this mutual solution, finally they gave judgment. They gave judgment that Agam and some Upanishad, they are speaking, they are right. I mean, they wanted to confess that, they wanted to confess the glory, they wanted to confess the dignity of Bhakti, the honor of Bhakti. Bhakti is the final. So, when this kind of solution came out, I was very happy. When this kind of conclusion came out, when this kind of conclusion came out, I was very happy. When this kind of conclusion came out, I was very happy because I was in favor of Bhakti. I am always in favor of Bhakti. Tato Mahapurananam Mahopo Nishodam Tatha Tato Mahapurananam Mahopo Nishadam Tatha Madhasthad Agamam Tu Jayo Yato Mama Priyaha. When those Agam become successful to get victory, I was very happy because I was also in favor of this Siddhanta Vichar. When mutual commission of Mahapuran, Mahapanishad, they declared the verdict that Agam is right. What they are speaking is right, because without the help of Bhakti, one cannot go up. By hearing this, I was very happy. By hearing this, I was very happy. Happy because I am in favor of bhakti. That's why I am happy. Tato Mahapurananam Mahapo Nishadam Tatha Madhastad Agamantu Jayo Yato Mama Priyaha. I was very happy to hear this kind of comment, Siddhanta picture, final conclusion. Maya abhipreto tadbhavam Maya abhipreto tadbhavam Te puranagamaдаyo Anuniyo sabha madhyamam Anita stuti patavai Tattattam Shwadaram Prishtaste Sri Bhagavata Dayo Uchu Shattato Siddhantadi Agama Sruti Maulivi. Those Puran and Agam with smiling face and gravity, by watching the mood, I mean smiling mood, by watching the smiling mood of this Puran and Agam, and by watching their gravity, I could realize their heart. Maya bhipreto tadbhavam te puranagamaadayo anuniyo sabha madhyam anita stuti patavai. Those Puran Agam, they are expressing smiling face, they are very maintaining their gravity, they have very nice gravity. So I could realize their heart, and I wanted to request them to come back to the assembly to sit all together. Maya abhipreto, after realizing their heart is very good, after realizing, Maya abhipreto tadbhavam te puran agamadayoho. Some Puran Agam, they went out of this assembly. So I wanted to request them, please come and sit. We can find some solution. Maya bhi pretto tadbhavam te puran agamadayo ononiyo sabha madhyam anita stuti patavai. I wanted to glorify them, wanted to request them, why you are outside, you come and sit. So if you are sitting, then we can find final solution. Maya bhipreto tadbhavam te purana gamadayo anuniyo sabha madhyam anitaha stuti patavai. Stuti patavai. By requesting them, by glorifying them, they become ready to come in the assembly to sit, because they went away from this assembly. Maya bhipreto tadbhavam te purana gamadayo anuniyo sabha madhyam anitaha stuti patavai. I was successful to bring them back. I was successful to bring them back in the assembly by requesting them. After that, what happened? Tattattam sadaram prishtaste Sri Bhagavata uchuhu shattato siddhanta adi agama sruti maulivi. After that, I started asking to them with full honor. After that, what happened? Tattam sadaram prishtaste. I wanted to learn what is the secret tattva. Tattam sadaram prishtaste Sri Bhagavatayoho Uchur Shattato Siddhantadi Agama Sruti Maulivi. With full honor and respect, I wanted to ask them, why you all wanted to maintain silence? I wanted to ask them that why with smiling face you wanted to maintain your mauna brata, keep silence. Why? And why you wanted to block your, why you all wanted to block your ear, why you wanted to stop your ear, why you wanted to put all your finger in the ear hole, why you wanted to keep finger in ear hole to stop hearing. That I like to know. And also at the same time, what you express some smiling mood. Maya bhipreto tadbhavam te purana gamadayoho onuniyo sabhamadhyam anitaha stutipatavai. After that I wanted to put question. What is the question? Tattattam sadaram prishtaste Sri Bhagavata Dayoho Uchur Shattato Siddhantadi Agamaha Srutimolivi. I started asking them that why you went away. Why you all went away from that assembly by expressing a smiling glance. And why you wanted to keep silence? Why you went away from that place by keeping your ear in your nozzle hole? Hearing, ear. Here. Why? I like to hear all in details about that. Then, Shruti, Mauli, those are very clever, very expert to install bhakti, those Shruti, Mauli, Upanishad. Shruti, Mauli mean Veda. Mauli mean crown. Shruti mean Vedas. Shruti mean Vedas. And Mauli mean Nikhilo Shruti Mauli Ratnamala Duti Nirajito Pada Bhangi. These Nikhilo Shruti Mauli Ratnamala. Virajito. This is. So, Shruti Mauli Upanishad gone. I mean the Shruti mean Veda and Mauli Upanishad mean Mauli mean actually crown. Those Upanishad, they are like a crown decoration. Crown, they are like crown on the head of Shruti. So, when Shruti, Mauli, Upanishad or Sattvato Siddhanta Adi together with Bhakti Devi, together with Bhagavad Ji Mahapuran, together with Bhagavad Ji Mahapuran, they all at a time wanted to give me answer. Maya vipreto tadbhavam te purana gamadayoho anuniyo sabhamadhyam anitaha stutipatavai tattattam sadaram prishtaste Sri Bhagavata Dayoho Uchu Shattato Siddhantadi Agamaha Sruti Maulivi. Upanishad, they are the cream of Upanishad. Upanishad are the cream of Shruti. I mean the crown of Shruti. So, what happened? Tat tattam sadhanam prishtaste. When I started asking why you went away putting finger in your hearing hole. Why? And why you wanted to express a smiling mood? Tat tatyam sadhanam prishtaste. Sri Bhagavatadayo uchuhu shattatu siddhantadi agamaha Shruti Maulivi. Altogether, Shruti, Mauli, Upanishad, Shattato, Siddhanta Adi, they all, together with Bhagavatam, they started giving answer to my question. What is the answer? First of all, they saying, Bhakti Shastrani Uchu, plural number, Bhakti Shastrani Uchu. All those Bhakti Shastra, in front of whom I wanted to put my request, they started answering. And in Brahma Lok, they all staying in personified form. So see, Bhakti Shastrani Uchu, all Bhakti Shastra. So all these Bhakti Shastra, they started speaking, Labdho Brahmadi Karedam Mahagopam Nidheropi Bhavat Sadguno Sandohoir Akhyamo Mukharikritaha. When Gopakumar wanted to ask this question, then all Bhakti Shastrani, Sri Bhakti Shastrani, they all Bhakti Shastra, those Upanishad, Adi, they started giving answer. What is that answer? Labdho Brahmadikaridam Mahagopam Nidheropi Bhavat Sadguno Sandohoi Rakhyamo Mukharikritaha. Then all Bhakti Shastrani Uchu, they are speaking to Gopakumar with full honor, because Gopakumar now sitting in the chair of Brahma. He is Brahma. He is Brahma, na? Labdho. Ho Gopakumar, you are now enjoying the power of Brahma. You have taken the chair of Brahma. So with full honor, He Labdha Brahma Adhikar, you have attended the stage of Brahma. He Labdha Brahma Adhikar, what you are asking to us are very secrets of the secret. At present what you are asking really very, very secret. What you are asking this question, why we went out with smiling, why we went out by, by closing our hearing organ by finger, why we went out. That answer, why we kept silence and went away by smiling. Why? Labdho Brahmadikaredam Mahagopam Nidheropi. That is very secret. The question you are asking, that tattva is very secret, Gopo. Even in front of Brahma, we cannot express. Even in front of Brahma, we cannot express, but we are happy by watching your bhajan power. But anyway, we are happy by watching your bhajan power, Bhagavad Bhajan Silata Adi, by watching your very nice sophisticated mood of bhajan. And we are influenced we are influenced by watching all your good qualities, very Vaishnava qualities. Labdho brahmadikaridam mahagupam nidherapi bhavat sadguno shandohoir akhyamo mukharikritaha. This tattva cannot be explained in front of Brahma, even not in front of Brahma. But still, the secrets of the secrets. But still, we are very happy by watching your bhajan mood, very nice bhajan mood. And you are already sitting in the chair of Brahma, well, but in front of Brahma it cannot be explained. But it's very secret property, secret jewel, this Siddhanta. Even in front of Brahma we cannot express, but by watching your very nice bhajan mood, bhajansil, all you have, we watch inside you all good qualities like a Vaishnava, Sadgune Vashibhuto, we are very happy by watching your Bhagavad Bhajan Silata, by watching your very nice mood of bhajan, or at the same time, we are influenced by watching your all good qualities. So, though it is impossible, still we are going to, though it is impossible, still we are going to express this very clearly in front of you. Sri Bhakti Shastrani Uchu, Sri Bhakti Shastrani Uchu, in front of Gopakumar, all Bhakti Shastra speaking, Labdho Brahmadikaridam Mahagopam Nidherapi Bhavat Sadguno Shandohoi Rakhyamo Hom Khorikritaha. We are really happy. We want to speak out all the secret in front of you. Swayani Prakase Mukharikrito. You are feeling happy to speak out all the secrecy because of your very sophisticated qualities. And at the same time, we are watching your bhajan nishtha. Very good. Those Bhakti Shastrani, all those Bhakti Shastra speaking to Gopakumar, Kochit Prastuyate Asmabhir Bhagavad Bhakti Tatparai Kochit Prastuyate Asmabhir Bhagavad Bhakti Tatparai Mokhos Tajayatum Sammad Binindo Saparichadaha. Though we are going to always establish the dignity of Bhakti Tattva, still, to avoid moksha, we don't like to hear moksha, we don't like to see moksha. Though we are always busy to establish Bhakti, still, to avoid moksha, to prove that moksha is nothing, tathapi to avoid moksha topics on moksha, in some places in our Shastra, don't forget that Bhakti Shastrani Uchu, all Bhakti Shastra together going to give answer to Gopakumar. They are speaking, though we are always busy to install Bhakti, we are busy with Bhakti. We are busy to protect the glories of Bhakti Devi. Still, sometime to prove something, sometime to prove that sometime to prove that we don't need Bhakti at all. To avoid moksha, not Bhakti. We are in favor of bhakti, but still, to avoid moksha, in some places in our books, in our writing, those Bhakti Shastrani Uchu, to avoid moksha, in some places we are bound to speak the name of moksha. We are bound to quote the name of bhakta, the name of moksha, and to give some description about moksha. We are bound. In different time to time in different shastra, Bhakti Shastrani Uchu, all Bhakti Shastra, they all together speaking, though we are always busy with bhakti, but still to show people how to avoid moksha, with this desire to avoid moksha, in some places, we are bound to quote the name of bhakta, quote the name of moksha, and to prove in front of you all, to prove that is useless. So sometimes we are bound to decry, bound to criticize, going to pass some comment. Sometimes we are bound to pass some comment about mukti, moksha. Kaschit prastuyate asmabhir bhagavad bhakti tatparai mokshastyajatum sammak nindita sammak binindo saparichadaha. Sometime in some places we are bound to quote the name of moksha just to prove that is useless. Just to prove is useless, that's why. Nothing else. So, nirbhaktum bhakti mahatyam kathate asyapi tatkachit natu saddo phalattena sukha gandho opi nasti tvat. Nasti jat. In the way the Bhakti Shastra, they all speaking, sometime in the way of glorification of Bhakti Devi, sometime in the way of glorification of Bhakti Devi. Time to time we wanted to project Bhakti Shuk, what enjoyment one can get, what kind of enjoyment one can get by moksha, moksha Shuk, moksha bliss, what kind of bliss you can get by moksha to establish the glorification of Bhakti Devi. Time to time we are bound to glorify Moksha Devi, because if we like to glorify sunlight, day, then we'll have to speak something about darkness also, without quoting anything, without speaking anything about darkness, we cannot glorify sunlight fully, illumination, light, darkness and light. We cannot express the complete glories of light without speaking something about darkness. Similarly, bhakti is our ultimate trick, but in course of explaining the glorification of Bhakti Devi, dignity of Bhakti Devi, Bhakti Mahatma, time to time, we are bound to speak about the Moksha Shuk, what kind of blessing, what kind of bliss you can get by moksha. Nirvaktum bhakti mahatyam, nirvaktum bhakti mahatyam, nirvaktum bhakti mahatyam, kathate ashapitat kvachit, natu Shadho phalatvena sukho gandho yapi nasti yat. So Bhakti Devi, Bhakti Shastra, all Bhakti Shastra, so all Bhakti Shastra together, they are giving answer. Look, in the way of glorifying Bhakti Devi, we are, time to time, we are bound to speak about moksha, sukh, bliss. Because to indicate something special, we need something as a indicator. We need to indicate. Suppose we like to speak something about Kalpurush. I mean, in the sky, Bhagavan in the form of star saying. So we are taking the help of that North Star pole. We are taking the support of North Star pole. North Star pole, you can get this. Kalpurush. Follow. Bhagavan in the form of star staying there. So this way, sometime to glorify Bhakti Devi, we are bound to speak about moksha. But believe, the kind of bliss you can feel when you can get moksha. If we multiplied that amount of enjoyment, I mean bliss, with infinity, still it is not. It cannot be compared. Mukti Shuk, that's why sometimes we speak. Mukti Shuk cannot be compared with bhakti. But still at all we are going to compare. So, 1 crores, if Mukti Shuk, the kind of enjoyment or bliss you can get by Mukti, if you multiply this by 1 crore, but still it cannot be compared with Bhakti Shuk. Mukti Shuk cannot be compared with Bhakti Shuk, but still for common people, to inform them, sometime we are going to quote the name of Mukti, Shuk, and then going to speak all in details. So that's why you have Nirvaktum Bhakti Mahatyam Kathate Asyapi Tatkachit Natu Shadho Phalatvena Sukha Gandho Yopi Nastiyat. 1 crores of time, far more important Bhakti Shuk. Bhakti Shuk, I mean transcendental bliss of Prakita Bhakti Shuk, is crores of time far better than Mukti Shuk. But Mokho is not Shaddhafal. But Mokho is not Shaddhafal. Because when the conception, the feeling of pain and pleasure can go away, then who can enjoy that Shaddha? That's why moksha surely not the target, Shaddha Vastu, moksha surely not the Saddha Vastu like Bhakti Devi. Moksha surely not Saddha Vastu like Bhakti Devi. Moksha is not at all final goal, not at all sadhya vastu. I mean, by the help of sadhan, what kind of target we are going to get, that is the main thing. So surely, moksha is not the final result. Like bhakti, sadhya fall we can get. Bhakti is the sadhya fall. Result of my sadhan is bhakti. Bhaktistu Bhagavad Bhakta Sangena Parijayate. Bhakti we can get, bhakti is the final target, but like bhakti, moksha is surely not the final target. Moksha tattva. Follow. Bhakti noy, sadhya vastu noy. Because there is no trace, because there is no smell of sukh, bliss. In mukti, in moksha, inside moksha, I mean when you are going to attain moksha or mukti, you cannot get even smell of prakrita ananda. You cannot get. Nirbhaktum bhakti mahatyam kathate asyapi tat kvachit natu sadhya phalattena sukho gandho yopi nasti yat. There is no smell, there is no question of any enjoyment. There is no spell, there is no smell of bliss in mukti. Because it is not sadhya phal. Nirbhaktum bhakti mahatyam kathate asyapi tatkachit natu sadhya phalattena sukha gandho yopi nasti yat. After that, Bhakti Shastrani Uchu. Bhakti Shastrani, those Bhakti Shastras, they all together passing this kind of remark. After that, what speaking? Somebody can put question. Then why in Bhagavatam or in different Puran, Mukti Sukh, liberation, blissful situation due to liberation, why glorification there? If there is not at all no smell of enjoyment, I mean no bliss, then why there? Then the reason they are speaking, Yatha Jatha Arogye Shushuptau cha Sukham Mokshayopi Kalpate Parantu Ajnana Sango Ayam Anabhigyo Porochakaha. What I say? Try to hear. What I say? Yatha aragye, yatha aragye, yatha aragye, shushuptau, yatha aragye, shushuptau, cha sukham, mokshayopi kalpate, parantu ajnana sanyo ayam anavigyo porochakaha. What kind of enjoyment, what kind of bliss, mukti shuk, liberation, what kind of enjoyment? There it is written, just like, suppose you are a very sick man, very big disease in your body. Now, at present, you are very, very sick man, very, very dangerous disease. So after the disease is over, you can feel some enjoyment. Now disease is over. Yatha rogge shushupto cha sukham mokshe opi kalpate parantu ajnano sango Ayam anavigyo porochakaha. Just like when a man become very sick, after the sickness is over, he feel comfortable. This example, Sanatana Goswami giving. Just like when a very dangerous disease, now over. I was feeling very bad. When the disease is over, then no more I can feel pain. When the disease is over, no more I can feel pain due to that painful disease. So now pain is not there. When pain is not there, I am very happy. Now no problem, I am very happy. So this kind of enjoyment. Just like when a very dangerous disease in your life, if that disease is going away, then the absence of that painful situation is called shuk, bliss. Absence of that painful situation. Yatharogye sushuptau cha sukham mokshayopi kalpate parantu ajnana sango ayam anavijyo purochaka. When sometimes speaking, I slept very deeply, very sukhas. I was sleeping, very deep sleep, and I was feeling very enjoyment, nice. I was feeling happy. Where from this happiness coming? Who is feeling happiness? That is the question. Yatha rogge sushuptau cha sukham akshayopi kalpate. Jatha arogye. When dangerous disease is over, then the absence of painful situation going to give you some pleasure. Then the absence of that painful situation now going to give you some pleasure. Now no more trouble. This. And when somebody is sleeping deeply, then after the sleep is over, when you get up and say, now my body is very fresh, I slept very deep sleep. So you are going to get some pleasure. You are going to get some pleasure due to your deep sleep in night time. Jatha rogge sushuptau cha sukham akshayopi kalpate paramtu ajnana sango ayam anabhigyo purochaka. Actually, there is no pleasure actually. It is, out of ignorance, this kind of conception coming. Parantu moksho ajnan sangha. Moksho can be compared with ajnan. Follow. Moksho can be compared with ajnan sangha. Moksho I can seek, I can give the name of moksha as ignorance. So, when my consciousness is not there, I lose all my consciousness. I am now in coma state. Now, if somebody going to bind me by some chain, I cannot feel any pain. When somebody going to bind me by the help of some iron chain, I cannot feel any pain because I lose my consciousness, I am in coma state. This way, I can discuss tomorrow all in details about this. Yatha rogge sushuptau cha sukham mokshayopi kalpate parantu ajnana sango ayam anabhigyo purochakaha. So those who are ignorant people in the society, they cannot understand. They are in bondage of Maya. They are leading their family life very nicely. They cannot feel. There is pain. They are feeling enjoyment. So Agyan out of your ignorance, out of your ignorance you can feel. So, also, due to ignorance, you cannot feel your bondage. Follow. So, you have no experience, no idea about, about moksha. That's why they are going to express test. That's why they are going to express, they are going to explain some test of mukti. Actually, they have no experience about what is called moksha. They have no direct experience about moksha. That's why they are going to express some test regarding moksha. But moksha means they are ignorant, that's why they don't understand. I can discuss tomorrow all in details about this point. So tomorrow we'll have to wait for tomorrow. So now today's time is over, excuse me. So you see, Krishna tadiyo padapankajo panjarantar radaiva me vishatu manaso rajahamso prana prayana samay kaphavat pritvai kantavarodhana vidau bhajanam kutoste vancha kalpatarusya ke pasindu bhavacha patitanam pavana bhavishnabhyo namo.